Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live stream where I am alive, and hopefully you are too. Because if you're not, somebody should call somebody. So hopefully there's somebody with you there. So if you're not alive, um, you can get the medical attention that you need. Jimmy, what is up, my friend? How you doing? Oh man. So busy week today. Oh shit. I should totally already have that stuff. Ding nabbit. Let me go on a tour of the apartment real quick and try to find that stuff. Where are we? Is this it? This is it. Is this all I need? Oh, I'll do this one too, just to be fun. All right, cool. I should have been more prepared, but yet here I am, walking around like a fucking dumbass. Oh, you know what? Since I'm walking around, I'm gonna just clean up a little bit. There we go. Come on, Cheer. Do what Cheers do. All right. So here we are, back at the hotel. Who did that song? Back at the hotel. Dude, that's a deep track, dude. Who is that? Somebody Google that. I'm going to have to put that on Spotify here in a little bit. You're doing good. I'm doing okay. I felt like I was really behind this week on a ton of shit, and then I realized I actually got a lot of stuff done. So I'm trying to not be hard on myself. I'm trying to celebrate my victories and fucking feel good about it. Chasey! Hey. So why don't we do this? In the chat, list the things you got done this week. List your accomplishments. Let us clap them out. Oh, you did some consultant work. Awesome. For what exactly? Nice. Cool, man. Good. Is that a new thing, or have you been doing that for a bit? I ate sausage on toast 3 times this week. That's it. I'm done. Dude, that's so cool. Like, I fucking love sausage, and I just don't really get enough sausage in my diet. Really should. I made pasta earlier in the week that was like firecracker sausage, like super spicy. And I just like, I didn't even make it as sausage. I cut the casings and emptied out all the meat into a pan and like fried it up with some like balsamic vinegar and red wine and mix that in with my red sauce and had some pasta. So it was pretty delicious. I made so much of it, it took me 3 days to eat it all for lunch and dinner. Let's see. Deep in the reads, how you doing, bro? I booked a trip to Peru. Oh my god. But then I saw terrible reviews on third-party company I booked with, so I'm crossing my fingers nothing happens. Oh no, is it like one of those things where they take you and then take you around, like you're with them the whole time, or is it just like you book your flight and your hotel with them and then cross your fingers? Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know if you saw the cover for Bloodshed Review, but I hope you're not upset that I had to kind of crop your artwork. Like, so this came out this week, or it came out yesterday. But yeah, and that is Curtis's coal mine. Is that okay? Like, are you all right with that? Like, probably should have asked you first if that was going to bother you or not. But yeah, so yeah, you're right there. And I talk you up in the front, and then I put your website in the back. So it's all good. And then, so this is Jeff's center section, the shipwreck paradox. And that is like my ink painting right here that we used for that. So I like it. No, I think this issue came out really fucking good, dude. Looks great. Feels good in your hand. And honestly, the like kind of aqua blue teal against the fucking bright orange works really fucking well, dude. That just looks good. Happy with it. Yeah, so there you go. Out now. Yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. Thanks so much. Okay, cool. Whew. Feel better now. So anyway, so accomplishments goes, that came out this week. My third EP in the Goodbye Hope series came out this week. So that's cool. I was only a year late on it. I was trying to put out a EP every season, and the one before came out in July 22, and this one came out in August 23. So whatever, kind of screwed the pooch on that one. But it's called Dying to Live Through the Perfect Willingness to Die. So that's available everywhere. And then the interview I did with Heavy Board came out today. So that's pretty cool. So I had a very productive week, even though I felt like I was completely screwing the pooch and like just not getting shit done. Because I haven't recorded a podcast in a while, so I'll probably do that today. I was doing putting a podcast out twice a week, and now it's been over a week since the last episode. And I'm just like, oh, I've totally failed. Ugh. And it's fucking stupid. I need to not fucking do that. I got a nasty case of the should-haves, guys. Nasty case of the should-haves. And we're almost halfway through the month, and I am behind on income. Like the money I like to see coming in. The first 2 weeks or the first week of August was slim compared to prior months. And that fucking makes me angry. And it makes me like the second, like, you see what money's coming in and it's not as much as you expect, you immediately start second guessing your whole fucking plan. And you're like, oh God, like the bottom's falling out, the sky's falling. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? How can I fix this? What should I do to and I just like go through this whole fucking thing. And it's just like, shut up, you fuck. It's summer. People are doing shit. The world does not revolve around you. Give them a second to catch up. Like, fuck off, dude. Like you're gonna be fine. But I can't not do that. Like, I do the whole like, I don't know. So I'm just trying to like keep my head on straight. You always feel like that? Okay. Like that's good to know that I'm not the only one losing my shit right now. But it's funny because when you see, like, it would be one thing if I'm like, oh shit, like all my Etsy sales are down, but everything else is normal. Then I would go, oh, there's something wrong with my Etsy sales. It's probably the stuff I'm putting out. Or if it was like, oh, my Amazon sales are down. Like maybe I need to pay for an ad to boost that up, but because everything else is fine. But when everything goes down all at the same time, you have to realize that it's probably like people doing things. And this happens every fucking year. I don't know why I freak out so bad about it. But it's like when it's across the board, it's not you, it's the consumer. The consumer is doing something else right now. So just relax, have a beer, jerk off, do what you got to do, and everything's going to be fine. So hopefully everyone just came in on me saying jerk off, everything's going to be fine, because that's always a awesome way to walk into a conversation. That'll fix the blues. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, guys. Yeah, for real. Okay, everyone, crack them thumbs. Break those little thumbs off of those weird little three-fingered hands. That's what my doc told me after my vasectomy. What, the doctor told you to just like go home and jerk off? Good evening, people and ladies and gents and various pets. Dude, I wish everyone was as polite and considerate as fucking JH. What a fucking prince that motherfucker is. My comment just got blocked. Oh no, were you saying some dirty ass shit? That's probably the problem. The doctor told him to clear out the remnants from his pipes. Yeah, that's like some like natural Drano right there. Do they not allow hashtags in the chat? Dude, I honestly don't know how a lot of stuff works. I've never really developed a taste for blues, but thanks for the tip. Now I know how to fix it. Well, you should use the whole thing, not just the tip. But if that's what you're into, then that's fine. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, they don't call him Howlin' Wolf because he's a pillow princess. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, this is getting stupider and stupider. How do I get myself in these fucking predicaments, dude? HE double hockey sticks. What's happening over here? Nope, nothing there, nothing there. Okay. But yeah. So anyway, other things that are happening. Wait, what videos went up today? Did a video go up today? Was I supposed to put a video up today? I'm freaking out. What's happening? What was I supposed to do? Somebody help me. Help me. Help me. Oh yeah. The Never Have Writer's Block Again video. I really like that. That was I got inspired by the Ferlinghetti thing from the watch along we did. Yeah. So that's interesting. To an extent. You liked my writer's block? Yeah. Oh, you liked the video. Okay. I was like, how dare you? How dare you like my writer's block? I got shit to do. I can't be fucking. Oh, thank you, JC. Yeah, man. This week has been a strange and bizarre time. So it was funny. Like I kind of, not that I was like fed up with everything, but I kind of got fed up with everything late last night. And I had already been drinking, so I wasn't about to go drive anywhere. But I went on Instacart and got a box of wine, a case of beer, uh, and a couple of um, like lemonade seltzer things, and 2 frozen pizzas. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm living the life, dude. So like, it fucking like, I don't know what time it was when it got here. It was probably like midnight or like 12:30 when the dude arrived, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna fucking sit here with fucking nothing, drinking beer, and I'm gonna fucking cook a pizza at 12:30 because fucking I can. And it was so funny. I was just gonna have like one piece of it because I'm like, it's fucking late. Like, I'm not even that fucking hungry, but I know I should eat something. As soon as I ate the pizza, I was like, oh my God, this is really fucking good. Like, I haven't made like a frozen pizza at home in fucking years. Like, it's gotta be like, I don't know, like 2016, 2017. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I'll fucking eat this. And so I just like kept eating it. I was like listening to a fucking podcast and I was going to write. And then I'm like, if I write right now, I'm just going to be like miserable writing about shit that I'm not ready to deal with yet. So I'm just going to fucking like enjoy myself and just like eat a pizza, drink a shit ton of beer. And yeah, dude, this thing called Rising Crust. Who fucking knew? It's like eating fresh baked bread. It's fucking crazy. I'm acting like such a fucking idiot. Like, it's like I'm some fucking old man that just stepped out of a time machine and I like came from 1920 and I'm like, what's all this? It's like not even like that inventive. It's like it's a frozen pizza, you stupid fuck. You put it in the oven and then you eat it when it's done. Like, quit acting like you're fucking crazy. Dude, my buddy was telling me, he's like, yeah, I have a pizza oven, like a stone brick pizza oven thing in the backyard. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, you can cook a pizza in 1 minute. I'm like, fuck you. And he's like, no, I swear to God, you just put it in, but you have to like keep going in and turning it. Because if you leave it there, it's going to burn. Because like everything gets hot on the bottom and then there's like flames over the top. And it just takes 60 seconds. You put it in, you spin it a couple times, and you take it out. And I'm like, what? And like, it's so stupid because like that's even how pizzas have been made since like pizza was a thing. And I'm sitting here blown away that this motherfucker could cook a pizza in a fucking brick oven in less than a minute. Oh, oh, Chasey, I'm gonna steal that line. You're a poet. You see the beauty in everything. Ah, my God, where's my notebook? This chick fucking dropping fucking pearls of wisdom over here. That's beautiful. Stolen. Yeah. No, it's just it's things boggle my mind and excite me. And I guess that's kind of what that video was about today. Like just knowing that everything's there for you to fucking write about and that its whole purpose. And it's a very like sociopathic way of thinking. And I want you to know that like I don't want you to think about this like this for everything you do in your life, but when it comes to you creating art, know that everything's there to inspire you to create something, you know, that its whole purpose. Like if you remember, if you read Breakfast of Champions, um, in Breakfast of Champions, Kilgore Trout wrote a book called something like And Now It Can Be Told or something like that. And it's the book that makes is it Dwayne Hoover go crazy because he realizes that he's the only actual living person on Earth and that everyone else on Earth is a robot there just to see how he would interact with it. And so he goes on like this like total chaos spree and starts like trying to kill people because he thinks they're robots. Kind of just like that. Dude, it's so funny. There's so many times when I'm like gonna do an analogy for you guys. And like when I think of it in my head originally, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good analogy. I'll go with this. And then I keep talking. And then at the fucking end, I'm like, yeah. And then he kills everyone because he thinks they're robots. So that's exactly how you have to be when you're writing poetry, you know, like killing people who you think are robots. It does not work. Jesus Christ, my analogy game is shit. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. When you're a poet, you see the beauty in frozen pizza. Yeah, and also the rising crust. I'm not gonna lie, that was a big selling point for me. I was like, oh, this is nice, and like I didn't feel like sick, like I do like when I get like delivery, like pizza or whatever, and it feels super fucking heavy, and I feel like Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I eat all that for? It's just nice. Truman Show, The Dark Times. Yeah, for real. Outside, man. What a crazy fucking world out there. Oh, what's happening here? Nope, not interested. So, Curtis, if you're still here, let me ask you this question. Since the vasectomy has happened, how is how's your game been? If you don't mind my asking. It's kind of a personal question. See, Chill Baby said it too. JH, you are a fucking saint. Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. We appreciate it. And just so you guys know, there is a ladybug that has been living in my bathroom for the past like week and a half. And I have the bathroom window open. So if it wants to leave, it can leave. But it's just been like walking around the walls in my bathroom. And I'm like, oh, this is like now my bathroom pet. So I have named my ladybug Lady. And for all of you who are about to say ladybugs are males, don't fucking misgender my fucking ladybug. Okay. It's the one with just a red shell. There's no spots. I don't know if that indicates any kind of sex or anything like that. But yeah. So Lady has been keeping me company when I'm taking showers or doing other things in the bathroom that people do. And at first, I was like, oh, this is weird. I should probably get rid of this bug. But it's a fucking ladybug. And now it's my pet. And yes, hello, Annabelle. I need you guys all to say hi to Lady. So do it. Jimmy, I fucking told you. Thank you, JH. JH knows the fucking name of the fucking ladybug. Fucking Jimmy. Hey, bug. This motherfucker being a fucking. I'm just fucking with you, man. Oh, what a fucking shit show this is. Jesus Christ. Game, haha. I hope you remember how to have sex when I get to have it again. Or I hope I remember how to have sex when I get to have it again. Well, no, like I'm curious. Like here's the thing. Like this is gonna get like really like what's the word I'm looking for here? Evolutionary. Okay. So my question is if you tell people that you've had a vasectomy, does that make potential partners like not as interested because from an evolutionary standpoint, like you are now off the market as far as procreation goes? Like, is it like a mental fucking thing? Second, if you don't tell anybody about it, is there a way that they like just instinctively know that you are not one who could continue the line? And I know this sounds like some fucking like prehistoric shit right here, but there is some truth in how like things, like how people put stuff together, I guess is the best way to put it, you know. After a certain age, I don't think they care. Like, what are you just like hanging out in old folks' homes and like knocking boots with them? That's cool. There's no shame in that, dude. Everybody needs something. You know, it's like that fucking Parks and Rec episode where they were trying to have like sex education for the people in the old folks home because they were having like rampant sex with everybody, and like chlamydia was spreading through the old folks home, and people were like just whatever. And when they were trying to have the sex ed class, like the religious people came in and said that the government should not be talking about sex and had this whole fucking thing. But I've heard that like there's a lot of motherfuckers who like break their hip and shit because they're like trying to fuck in a shower or something like that, and they take a header. No, Matt. Are men aware how much anxiety women have over getting prego once they become sex active? I see what you're trying to do. I appreciate you trying to do that. No, like it's a total fucking thing for everybody. I know that like everyone has like horrible fucking anxiety over that, and casual sex is very difficult for that reason. That's always in the back of everyone's mind and all that other stuff. I just was wondering if like knowing that, like is there stuff that we do as humans that is like subcon or like unconscious, where like if you put two dudes in front of a woman and one dude's had a vasectomy and one hasn't, and they don't know anything about the dudes, like is there like an instinctual, like almost like a pheromone kind of thing where the woman will be drawn more towards the man who hasn't had the vasectomy just out of like keeping the species alive kind of thing? I know this is like weird and like probably all like pseudoscience here, but I was just thinking about it. Like it's an interesting thing to like wrestle with. It's very strange. Let's see. I'm 41, and the women I know from late 30s to my age, they don't want kids. That is true for you. I understand that, but that is a generalization. Like I know some chicks who were in their late 30s, early 40s who are like scouring the earth right now trying to find dudes that want to have a family. I don't think so unless you are looking to procreate, but I'm weird. Yeah, nobody should procreate. Like just everybody stop. Like just make that end. There's too many people here. Like we're destroying everything we have. Let's try to cull our herd before nature decides, oh, you're doing a bad job of this. I'm going to cull this for you. That's when shit fucking gets ugly. You did, JH? We all should. We should all just like walk up to a table, drop our drawers, put our fucking berries up on the fucking table, and somebody just come by with a fucking cleaver and just like whack us all to shit. Let's see here. Let's see. Come to a booth at the farmer's market. Don't they fucking do that? Like it, like not farmers markets. I mean, I guess it is kind of a farmers market. Like the what is it called when you go to the show and there's like you're in some big giant like airplane hangar and it's just like a bunch of fucking livestock. What do you call that fucking thing? Now I'm good for a long time. I don't feel like I need more than a friend now. Dude, I applaud you. Everyone, I want everyone here to look at Jimmy right now and understand that Jimmy has found the new way. Jimmy is wise. Jimmy is the Yoda of the chat. This motherfucker. Looking at Jimmy. Let's see. James says, I rarely run the risk of getting anyone pregnant, so I'm intact. If that was what you were wondering. PSA. Fucking Jimmy, dude. I don't feel like I need more than a friend now. Wiser words have never been spoken. I keep thinking, if I'm honest, if this is a big, open, honest conversation we're having here, I keep thinking, I'm like, okay, so men hit their sexual peak at 16. Sorted. Okay. So eventually, this isn't going to be such a big fucking deal to me. Okay. And I can just go about my fucking life without worrying about what happens to the fucking dude between my legs. You know what I'm saying? And I guess you perverts could take that any way you want. But it hasn't happened yet. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, the clock is ticking. Like, there's got to be a moment where this is not going to be the thing I think about, right? Like, something has to happen. Something has to give where I could go, oh, now I could just focus on literature. It hasn't fucking happened yet. What is the problem? It's this never ending fucking thing. Ugh. Jimmy, I look up to you. I look up to you, Jimmy. I mean, I'm going to be intimate again. It's not over for me. Not today, God of Death. Oh shit. And that's the other thing too. Like, I don't know how this happened like this. So guys reach their sexual peak at 16 and women hit their sexual peak at 40. Like, what lunatic thought that that was a good thing to put together for people? Like, like somebody fell asleep at the wheel when they were putting people together, dude. That's all I'm saying. Oh shit. Jimmy's on his soapbox. Let's see what he says. Focus on emotions, not physical. You can clear your own mind of it without another person. He's talking about masturbation. I understand. Okay. Emotions and friendships are what I miss. Do you miss all emotions? Because when you are in some sort of relationship, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, some of the emotions you have with those are awful and horrendous. So, are all of those things that you miss or only the good things? Because whenever we think back on stuff, I don't know if it's like a survival protection thing, but we tend to only think about the good times. And then you're like, oh, hang on. That's right. This was a horrible thing. And that's why we're not doing that now. I understand. Um, I have never fought in a relationship. You don't have to fight in a relationship. Like, I have only given my best to my girlfriends, as you should. As you should. Chill Baby says, I miss laughter, hugs, and then in all fucking caps, doing it. As you should. If you're ever doing it and it's not in all caps, you ain't doing it right. Fuck me, dude. That is how it has to be done, guys. All caps. All caps or don't even bother. Just saying. So now you guys are going to be sexting somebody and you're like, hey, how's it going? I want to do this thing. And like, it's going to like scare the person. And like, Tinder's going to be like, hey, buddy, you need to calm the fuck down. That's another thing, dude. I don't think I can do those things. I don't think I can do apps. That just seems weird. I just don't know. Yes, what this conversation, it's not helpful. All caps makes it real. Yes, what is this conversation? It's not helpful. Yeah, I think this conversation's amazing. Anytime when I can come on here and talk to you guys and not have a bunch of dead air and ums, that means we are enjoying ourselves. And that is the most important part of this. Okay. I'm not a fucking video game streamer. I don't come on here and you guys watch me build a house in Minecraft. I have to sit here and converse with you all. Okay. So, anytime that we can do that, no matter what the conversation's about, it's generally a good thing. It is for me. I'm going to tell my man that I miss laughing and hugs and doing it. Exactly. And you got to fucking yell to doing it and see what happens. You might scare them. We build a house in our minds. Jesus fucking Christ. This is getting fucking deep. I'm wondering if Jimmy is putting together like his Art of War book, but it's like art of um, art of meaningful friendships. Oh my gosh. There's your title. Run with it. You could chicken soup that shit to death, dude. That's your fucking bestseller. I swear to God. All the fiction in the world doesn't mean a fucking thing. You put a book together called The Art of Meaningful Friendships. This motherfucker is going to be on all the fucking morning talk shows. And people are going to ask him questions. So you wrote a book called The Art of Meaningful Friendships. What made you come up with that? Well, I was wanting to make meaningful friendships. That is fascinating. This is great. So yeah, tell us more. And then you have to come up with a whole backstory of good things to talk about, but also drop little bombs in like that. Like you build a house in our minds, and then they'll be like, "Fuck!" Like you'll be on The View, and all of them are gonna just like fucking like kind of lose their shit a little bit, start touching your leg under the table, and you're like, "I said meaningful friendships. Get your fucking hand off of my femur." Okay. Writer. Yep. Make up 5 languages to love your friends with. Well, my mind just went to horrible places that I'm probably not allowed to talk about on this stream. So Jimmy has his book of the art of making friendships or meaningful friendships. Chill Baby has her book, Five Languages to Love Your Friends With. That's a joke, by the way, on the five love languages. See, I think there's more. Like I was just talking about this with some of my friends. Like there's this couple I know, and they weren't necessarily having problems, but I think that's a book, right? And they did the thing to find what their love language was and how the other person can accept those gifts. You know what I'm saying? And me being someone who did not go through this training with them, when I'm hanging out with them and they're like, well, you see, because like my love language is blah, blah, blah. And so I don't want to say you, but like I feel when this happens that, and I'm like, why is this conversation happening in front of me? And I'm like looking around, I'm like, I should not be here. Like, this is not a me area for this conversation to be taking place. I am not a therapist. I'm not getting paid to be here. Like, they probably don't want my feedback. I need to figure out a way to get the fuck out of this room as quickly as possible. Let's see. Meat on a plate, serving up love in the new age of commodity tea. Oh shit. Jimmy, you have a great title and an interesting subtitle. I think that book would do very well. Especially if you sold that book on Amazon and it was only like 30 pages and like 7 of the pages are just pictures. You have a bestseller there. Sell it for fucking $7.99. This motherfucker is swimming in the green. Oh my god. This is too much for me. This is too much. Pictures of hot dogs on plates. Yeah. All different kinds of meat. I mean, I understand the symbolism behind the hot dog, but you know, it's meat on a plate. You can do all sorts of different stuff with that. Yes. I approve of this business plan. I am enjoying it. So, for those of you who have read the love language book, what is your love language? Leave it in the chat. Make it a literal interpretation. Confuse everyone that they just bought a great cookbook. Good Lord. So, yeah, so I'm going to, when we're done here, I'm going to record a podcast episode because I should have done that last week and I just have not gotten around to it yet. And then I'm going to work on the Zine Fest website and hopefully finish that tonight because I feel like I kind of dropped the ball on that. So I should have it done by tomorrow. Dude, I'm doing a lot of shoulds right now. I'm not a dude that lives in the world of should-haves, and I'm fucking doing a lot of should-haves right now. So, yes, that is what I'm going to do. What are your guys' plans tonight? In the chat now, I want to hear some great, exciting stuff, even if you're making it up just to try to make me feel bad. Do it. Let's see, JH says, love languages. Seems like just another way for mentally stable people to make their lives complicated for no reason. No, like honestly, I do think it's good, especially for people in relationships, to not say you when you're talking about things. Like, instead of saying like, you make me feel like shit, or you make me feel unattractive, or you make me feel like, saying stuff um like, when this situation happens, I feel unloved, or something like that. Like, I think that is a much healthier way of talking to people. But I also think, if you when you do that, if you do it in a way that is almost like sarcastic when you say it, it's not going to go over. Like, you have to actually want to talk like that in order for that to be something that works. Just saying. Researching about this French noble lady in the late 1800s. Well, there you go. Jimmy's got a plan. Yeah, I really need to schedule out this week too. Like, all Etsy orders are going out tomorrow. So if you've ordered something, it will be put in the mail tomorrow. Oh, also, if you would like something shipped to you tomorrow, make a purchase today and then you'll get it right away. So that's awesome. Oh, and Curtis, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but I don't know if you sent me your address. I'll send you some contributor copies and shit. Yeah, but I think that is all. It's a quick read. The really commodified it afterward and got out of hand. Oh, but you could, okay, but you could zip through it in an afternoon. The idea is to show people that have different ways by how they show love. So I haven't dated in a decade. Do I just ask them up front to not yell at me? That might be like a good thing. Like, if you were to have some sort of dating profile, you could put like, "Hey, I'm Jimmy, and I prefer people to not yell at me, and I don't yell at other people." That, seriously, as stupid as that sounds, that would probably get you some responses. Because, shockingly enough, a lot of people don't like people yelling at them. But on the other side of that, there are people who, I don't want to say are addicted to toxic relationships, but they don't feel loved unless they are being yelled at, because that shows that you care. And that's crazy and very, very bad for people. Um, but again, like, and I don't mean to get like all therapist on you here, but like, if you were raised where your parents yelled at you all the time over everything, and that is how love is shown in that family, that's usually how that goes. And the sad thing about that is like, a lot of times when you end up dating someone who has a lot of siblings, um, yelling and arguing and grabbing and fighting is usually something that happens more often than not. So that's just like how behavior is from that person growing up. It's fucking weird, and I don't know. Like, I probably should stop talking. If it makes people think about their own and others' needs, then more power to it. Totally. Totally, totally, totally. I hear ya. Let's see. But yeah. Did you read my poems yet? I did. I wrote you back. I talked to you about it, didn't I? I remember writing you an email about it. Did I not send the email? That happens a lot. So if that did happen, I will take care of that. But I'm kind of notorious of writing emails. Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry. No, I totally wrote you an email about it. Fucking hell. This fucking guy. I'm awful. No, not at all, dude. Not at all. To help couples who felt he doesn't love me and others like I do things for you all the time. Oh my fucking god. X, she needs to recognize his way of showing love and he cares or he can learn how she feels loved. It's simple, but it's hard to explain over text. No, it totally is because, like, here's a really good example. Okay. I was dating this girl for a while who showed love by cooking big meals. And if she loved you, she would cook you this big fucking meal. And like if she didn't really care for you that much, she'd make you toast or something like that. But if she loved you, she would do all this shit. And so she would cook me these big meals, and that was really fucking nice, you know. But at the same time, like she dirtied every like dish and pot and everything in the place, and then I had to fucking clean it up. So I was like, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna cook you dinner." I'm like, "Actually, you really don't have to. It's fine. Like, like we could just get something, or like it's okay." No, 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 no. I really want to cook you like something, really big and like, whatever. And it was always this thing where it was like, oh, okay, like yes, she cooked this food. She spent a ridiculous amount of money on all the stuff she bought to make this meal. But now I have to not only, because she was sloppy as shit, so I had to like do all the dishes. I had to clean the counters. I had to scrub the stove down because the stove would be covered in fucking grease and shit. There would be like spilt shit all over the floor. And it was like every time she showed me love, I had to fucking clean the fuck out of the kitchen. And it was like kind of like annoying, right? Then she was like we were dating for a little bit, and then she's like, and you know what? You never cook for me. I'm like, I cook for you. I fucking made you food before. Like, don't fucking say that. And she's like, no, you haven't cooked for me. And I'm like, okay, like, would you like me to cook you something? I don't want to have to tell you. And it was like, I didn't realize, like, I thought we were talking about me cooking food, but she was talking about me showing love to her. And it took me a long time to be able to figure out that that's the conversation we were having because I do not show my love for someone by cooking them food, you know? So, that was really hard. And that was kind of the thing that ended that relationship. Seriously, food, cooking food. That was the thing. But it took me way too long to figure it out. Um, so I don't know. And I don't know if she knew that that's what the conversation was, you know, because it's not something that I don't think that's something that people like consciously think about. Because there are other people who show their love by showering people with gifts. There are other people who show their love by intense groping and shit like that, or I don't know, there's like tons of ways how people do stuff. And if the person on the receiving end of that doesn't recognize that as an act of love, that's going to cause resentment in the person who's doing the giving. And then everything turns to shit. But unless both people know that that is an act of love, they're both fucked. Damn, bro, I never had a woman cook for me. Well, be careful what you fucking wish for, dude. Some of them cook better than others. Oh, she flipped the script on you. That's tough. Oh, yeah. Share spaces, quiet conversation, listening to music, just solace. See, that is good if both of you are into that thing. But if you're not both into that thing, that will quickly turn to, oh, our life is boring. You know, like, and then even if like you're with somebody who wants to go out all the time, that can turn boring if you're not into going out all the time. It's just, oh yeah, I think I get it. Yeah. I don't know. This turned into a very deep. You know what's funny? I've been naming my live streams something because like normally I would just go weekly live stream, but that's fucking boring. Like I want people to like see a title of the stream and go, oh yeah, I'm into that. Let's figure out what's going on. But the last 2 weeks, I've said what the name of the stream is. I can't remember what I put for the name of this stream, but it's not what we're talking about. And last week I said I was going to do a mail haul on the stream and I fucking forgot and didn't even open any of the mail. Oh, my fucking God. The ones they chose for the book as the main ones were quality time, physical touch, gift giving, acts of service, and words of affirmation. Huh. What would acts of service be? Is that like, hey, let me mow your lawn, or drive you to the airport, or I don't know what is an act of service? Let me cut your toenails. Like, what's something that you do like that? And words of affirmation. I get that. Okay. Physical touch, gift giving, or do the dishes. Yeah, seriously. Do the dishes, clean the kitchen, scrub the stove. Yeah, got it. Quality time. So Jimmy's into the quality time thing. That makes sense. I think I'm much more of a physical touch person. And then I end up being an active service person, not by choice, but that's fine. And I'm good with words of affirmation. And I like giving gifts, but the gifts I give are probably something that people would think are dumb. So, like, if I'm out somewhere and like I'll see something and that thing like reminds me of the person who I'm thinking about, like I'll get that thing for them. And like I next time I see them, I'll go, oh hey, like I saw this thing and I thought of you. And they get all excited, and then I hand it to them, and it's like a plastic avocado with a smiley face on it or something. And they're like, what the fuck am I supposed to? Okay, thank you. And I'm like, huh? Get it? Because remember that one time you said avocados make you smile? Yeah, it was like 7 months ago you said that, and I just remembered it when I saw this thing. So I thought I should get this for you. That's the kind of shit I do. Like, I don't do the things that people probably want, like here's a diamond necklace or a trip to Paris or whatever. Like I never think to do those things that I know people like. But like if I see something that reminds me of somebody, I'll like do something for them. I welcome a balance of things, but I need to recharge from life. Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's just one hit left on that fucker. Anyway, listen to us. Listen to us talking like we're playing that game that was big when I was young. Oh my God. We sound horrible. Acts of service. Let me ask you guys a question. This is seriously like a big thing for me right now in my head. If you show your love through acts of service, but you're doing it because you know the other person either wants or expects you to do it, is that still an act of love if you're doing it kind of begrudgingly? That's a good question. Somebody answer it. Yeah, I think the main solution for all relationship problems is communication. Fucking hell, dude. No shit. That is like, you could write a book called The Way to Save Your Relationship. You open the book and it's just one page and it says, talk honestly with one another. That's it. Boom. And you're done. That's all it is. Lots of people are, all of them, but have one or two that is their primary language, according to the book. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. If someone expects it of me, I refuse to do it. Oh, Jimmy's getting a rebellious streak in him. He's going to lose all credibility with the nice ladies at the View. I just realized I have none of those qualities. I show my love the way I want it shown back. Just let me be and I'll let you be. Don't nag at me. I'm rubbish at this. Oh, no. Jade says, or if you yourself enjoy the act of service, like someone who might be super into gobbling their partner's snackatarium. Is that part of love language too? Okay, JH, I don't know if this is one of those translation things, but what exactly is being super into gobbling their partner's snackatarium? I think I know what that means, but I just want to make sure that's what you're talking about. Because if it is, that is 100% my love language. Like, so is a snackatarium a thing that everybody knows about but me? Like, what meme did this come from that I'm not knowing what this is? Oh, man. I think he means eating all their food when they're not financially entangled. Oh, shit. And Chasey thought it was something else. Oh my God, what did you think? A what? Okay, so now we're all confused here. Oh, wow. So maybe I just kind of painted myself into a corner here. Well, I'm just going to let you guys know that I shouldn't be saying things after dark. JH, you fucked this whole thing up. Yeah, my love language is definitely gobbling their partner's snackatarium. For real. That is my favorite thing in the world. So, like, if I could just do that all the time and didn't have to do other stuff, like, I would probably be like the greatest partner in the world. But yeah. And I'm not talking about what Chill Baby's talking about. So, but that is my favorite thing ever. So yeah. So maybe you guys know what I'm talking about, and maybe some of you don't. But I can't believe YouTube lets you in with that fucking comment, Chill Baby. Jesus fucking Christ. You're really classing this place up. I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, so that should definitely be one of the 5 love languages. Because I mean, I could like go down the list and tell you what the 5 are, but yeah. But yes, that's exactly what I mean. Like 100%, that is like exactly what I was getting at. So good. Oh man. But yeah, I think acts of service. Oh yeah, dentistry. There we go. Or like if you're giving an oral presentation, again, something I would love to do. Have them teeth, right? Yeah. Um, yes, you are right. It is an appropriate word. I apologize. I apologize. But back to the acts of service thing. So there are people. Yeah, what the fuck did JH mean? That's the fucking question. Now that all of us have no idea what the fuck's going on. But the acts of service thing. So there are people out there who are just like into helping people do things, right? Like all of that shit. That's how they, I guess that's kind of like I don't want to say like the daddy thing, but like taking care of a person, like fixing their sink or like working on their car. Or I don't know why like acts of service immediately goes into like remedial labor, but yeah, I don't know, something like that. I'm obviously really bad at this. Cleaning their pipes. Jimmy's being a pervert now. Okay, got it. I think JH ran and hide because he's not supposed to talk after dark now. So he's probably horribly embarrassed and blushing like Chasey. Oh my gosh. Yes, acts of service was mainly chores and doing things to make their life easier. Okay. So everyone does all of these things, but there's usually one or two that people like kind of excel at or enjoy doing. Is that what you were saying? This is this actually helps me out a lot because now I know what my friends were fucking arguing about. Because I didn't want to ask any questions because I thought the farthest, like, seriously, here's the thing. If you're hanging, okay, scratch that. Let's go back to this. If there's three people hanging out and there's alcohol involved and weed and shit like that, and two of those people are in a relationship that is going through something, A, you should not be there. And B, there should not be alcohol or illicit materials of any kind there. Okay. So you should definitely, if you're ever asked to come hang out and you know they're having problems, do not go. Because then it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like you watching a reality show, but then you realize, oh my God, this isn't on TV. Like I'm in the live audience, but I'm the only audience member. And then it becomes kind of weird and like almost like voyeuristic, but in a way that makes you feel like dirty and like you just feel like you're witnessing something you shouldn't witness. And because there was enough alcohol flowing, both people said things that they should never have said to each other. And both people probably, I haven't talked to either one of them since this happened, but both of them probably feel like mortified that they said those horrible things to each other in front of me. And I feel mortified that I fucking heard those things. So, um, yeah, third wheel. Don't ever be the fucking third wheel, guys. Third wheel. It's supposed to be innate until you sit and think about what you are. Sometimes how you show love is different than what makes you feel loved, i.e., how you give and receive may be different. Yes, I completely understand and completely agree. And that goes back to the cooking thing or even the Snack Shack or whatever the fuck JH was talking about. You know, Snackatorium. I've never heard that word before, Snackatorium. Like, is that a fucking thing? Should I Google this right now? Maybe I should go on like Urban Dictionary and see what a fucking Snackatorium is. Snackatorium. The fuzzy mimosa. CJH, you're not doing yourself any favors. We asked you to fucking figure this out. Oh my god. Snackatorium. Oh, I hate my thumbs on these phones, dude. Snackatorium. Oh, it's on Instagram. I think it's in New York. Oh, JH is just going shopping, apparently. Okay, that's fine. The dirty old moose hoof. Oh, wow. He's really laying into some of that. I assume JH was being linguistically playful with the Snackatorium thing, but I guess I don't know. Okay, enough. So I think JH was talking about that. I think JH was he was talking about giving oral presentations. So that's fine. Yes. All right, guys. This was loads of fun. We found out more about each other than we probably would like to ever know. But this is the world we live in now. Yeah, I was avoid triggering the YouTube censorship. See, JH, like, bro, it's cool. Up top, buddy. Like, we're on the same page there. It's all right. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna split and try to get that fucking website done, and then yeah, I gotta record some videos. If you guys have any ideas for videos that you want to see me do or podcast ideas you want, send them my way because I'm gonna be doing like a big batch recording today or tomorrow, one of the two. I will leave that one quiet. And then, yeah, so I will talk to you guys all later. Thanks for hanging out, guys. You guys are